brothers over here were in this stadium.
Now I'm getting wet.
That's fine. Right. You can have a nice day too, my man. Right. Because I can't understand what you're saying. So you know, I don't understand the word you're saying, my man. I can't understand what you're saying. Yeah, it's true, right? Oh yeah. Now you go back to okay, I want to come to this argument. What's your point? What's your point? You're not gonna get this, man. They were the Hebrew people. Right. I knew he was gonna ask some money. I knew it. I don't got those shades on me.
Can't help you, man. Can't help.
I don't need your help. I'm alright.
You just asked for money. You can't ask for money. You contradicted yourself, man. You contradicted yourself.
Listen, yeah.
You said you had a pound when you said no. Right, you can have a nice day, man. Have a wonderful day, man. Take care. So now what we're going to do is we're going to continue on with this. We're going to shoot some other people down. Yeah, so now we're going to get back to this now. So it says, you got a lot of demons out here, man. One guy wanted to stay under my umbrella. But it's good that he stood there though, because then we could condemn him. Because he got to know, that's why we out here. We got to tell these people where they're going. Okay? So he basically got caught up in the snare. Anyway, on that, we're going to get back to this. It says, this is from the Sun News.co.uk. It says, the streets of rage dying. Abbott says anger is understandable after rioters attacked cops with bottles and sparked fires in East London over the death of Rashan Charles. Now, see, this is just killing two birds with one stone. Because the reason why I say that, because this is gonna let the elites know how to deal with the people this time. And what I mean by that, because rioting is gonna start happening on a higher level when they shut the system down. So what they're doing is they're letting these little youth throw bottles at the police, cause a ruckus in the entire environment, just so eventually they can make that move on Jake. That's what this thing is all about too. Okay? The same new, because if the police didn't gun that guy down or kill him or whatever, they wouldn't be rioting. So this is a good opportunity to have these people riot and then examine the rioting, and then therefore pretty much also examine how they're gonna also come up against our people in that day of our martial law. You see, they're going.
Because even if it was an accident, what they say, don't let a good opportunity go to waste.
There you go.
So even if it was an accident, they'll use the opportunity regardless.
There you go. So that's what they're doing. They're examining Jake on how they're gonna get these guys on the street or put them to death. That's what this rioting thing is set up for. Okay? And every last one of these guys, they deserve to get what they're gonna get next afterwards, because they should have been protesting after some criminal. So it says, Dane Abdullah said the anger is understandable after mass rioters attacked cops with bottles and sparked fires in East London on Friday night following the death of Rashan Charles in the police custody. The Shallow Home Secretary called for peace after furniture and rubbish were thrown across Kingsland Road in the east of the capital, while shocking footage showed bottles being thrown, bins fire raging. Violence erupted in East London at protests over the death of Rashan Charles. Flames erupted on the streets of East London tonight as violence protested and clashed with police. He See, so it's bad up there in East London right about now. Okay, you got chairs that are being thrown, bins being lighted on fire, all of these different things. Why? Because of one criminal got shot and got what he deserved. Guess what, man? Like I said, this is just the goal, bro.
He got shot. Rashan got shot.
No, I don't think he got shot. I think he got shot or something.
Who got shot?
What happened? What actually happened? Because I
Basically,
kind of lost sometimes.
basically, when the police pulled his car over,
Yeah,
got out his car, went off, and the police chased him down.
yeah,
But then he went into a shop. So when they went to that shop, while he was struggling with the police officer, he took something in his mouth and started swallowing. But what they do is just put this evidence. So the police officer tries eventually to swallow whatever it is that he's gonna swallow.
choke.
Yeah, so what they do is they try to hold down his mouth and whatever, whatever.
Suffocate.
And then whatever it is that he's swallowing, he opened up his mouth open. And went into the system of the
Right. They killed him. Yeah.
the blood released the final report. The time that all this was in blood. That's but in the video, you see him pick up his mouth. He started to down when his mouth swallowed whatever he swallowed.
When the Mossad killed him, that same drug that he was trying to, he was thinking he's gonna sell that drug. So yeah, I'm gonna make this money. Yeah. In his car, and then when he quit, the Mossad put the stroke on the same drug in his mouth. And they killed him.
Yeah, they didn't kill him. So that's just the whole thing. The thing about it is, I mean, the reason why I say shot, because, you know, a lot of these guys do get shot, you know. That's why I keep talking about that. But now here in London, I believe, I would say this.
Watch his radio all the time.
Right, yeah. I would say this though, right? They probably, you know, suffocated him, held him down to try and get the stuff that he swallowed from out of his mouth. But regardless of what, they killed him. His ass got killed, and his ass deserved what he got. Now, both sides took him. That's what happened. You understand? So now what we have going on is a bunch of protests, which is to none avoid. So this is gonna go back to this right here. It says, and roadblocks were set up and lit on fire amid destructive demonstrations against a deaf police custody. Diane Abbott speaks outside Stoke Newington police station after calling for peace. Police were dispatched to deal with hundreds of demonstrators, some of whom fired bottles and other objects. Police deployed dogs to try to maintain peace around the violence and demonstration. So it was a big hoopla that happened over there. You know, but one thing is going to happen, and then another thing is going to happen. And before you know it, another cyber attack can occur. There's two things can happen, right? They can either formulate a major cyber attack to shut this whole society down to the point of no return, and then collapse the system at the same time. Because if they actually collapse the system, who are the people going to blame? They're going to blame the bankers. So to hide that, to cover that, let's set up a major cyber attack. So they could do that as well. Or they could set up some sort of biological attack or something like that to cover the whole scenario. Alright? Because these young little youth, man, down here in what is it, Dalston, East London, basically they pretty much cause a ruckus in the city, in that sort of region of the city. And then the police have to calm it down and leave it against them and maintain and keep it peaceful. But this time, if it happens again, right, if another scenario happens or a major cyber attack occurs and people start to riot because of economic closure, this time it's not going to be maintaining peace. This time it's just going to be a bullet to the storm. And that's why Theresa May, because I haven't forgotten. Okay, what is it? The threat levels are raised to highest alert. You have to remember that. So if anything goes down, so if you're going.
Jake is not thinking, man. Jake is not seeing how everything's. He's playing right into their hands.
Right.
He's playing right into their hands, man. So when you react like that, that gives them a reason to implement the King Alfred plan.
That's what I'm saying.
Taint all blacks.
So and what it's going to do as well is it's going to lead Jake to be casted of being a terrorist. You see what I'm saying? So, and they've already got it set up. Even in America, the Americas, you got a gang called the MSG-13 or whatever you call it. They're now classified as terrorists now. So guess what? They're gonna put Jake in that category too. You see these niggas that they're throwing stuff at the police. The police are trying to maintain to keep it a peaceful demonstration, and they're just throwing shit in the street. You know, they're causing a ruckus. They're gonna use that and say, look, you niggas are a bunch of terrorists now. So now we gonna have to now we got the green light to light you niggas up. And that's what it's gonna get down to. Go on, bro.
Donald Trump made a speech. He said he spoke to one of the police officers or one of someone in that department anyway. And he asked him today. He was doing like just 2 hours ago or something like this. He said he spoke to one of the officers. He said like, what do we need to do about this situation? Like, how long would it take? Say, what do we need to do about this situation? And the guy said, all you have to do, he said, we know the criminals already. All you have to do is give us the authority.
That's what the police guy said, right?
That's the speech Donald Trump was making. And he says, all you have to do is just give us the authority. And then Donald Trump said, how long would it take you? He says, few days. So he said few days to solve that whole situation. All you got to give us the authority.
Yeah.
And Donald Trump said, good, give me your card. He said that he took a guy's card and he wrote to the mayor of Chicago.
But this is what I'm saying. So, because the whole situation of Chicago was really bad. So, their thing is just, look, we have to sort that situation out. But the thing about what Jake don't understand that these devils, they're ready to gun you niggas down, man. They're ready to gun you down. Okay, and you know what? I'm with it. I'm with it because, see, at the end of the day, man, like I said, all of you guys that's in these urban areas, whether it be America or England, wherever you guys are at, you guys deserve to get what you get, man. It's just what it is because we've been out here for freaking years, letting our people know the deal and having to repent and walk in the right path. The heritage, they want to be a bunch of criminals. So you know, when this devil snows on you, it's gonna be well deserved. Okay? Because we're not gonna do nothing. These police officers, there's gonna come a time where they're gonna have the authority to gun people down. And they're gonna gun you down too. Okay? Because you know, right about now, we live in a politically correct society, right? You gotta be politically correct. Which we're not really politically correct out up here. Okay, we just tell the truth as it is. But it's gonna transform into something else, man. The government is just gonna classify all of the people around the world or wherever the government, whatever government it is, that government is gonna classify its people as terrorists. And the numero uno terrorist is gonna be Jake. So if Jake is clashing with the police and because of some death of some gremlin or whatever, they're gonna use that to cause a ruckus against you. It's already been planned, baby. That's why you got the Tony